Hello students, greetings of the day. Have you all attended your unit test? Yes, well. So this is the continuation of our second unit, human evolution. So in our last class we have saw about the evolution of humans and the different stages of human evolution, then about the archaeology, anthropology and the migration of human sapiens from East Africa to other parts of the world. Okay, so in that session we have learned some information about the Homo sapiens who migrated to East Africa and they are settled in different parts of the world. Okay, so after that we have know about the hunting and gathering activities of Homo sapiens and also about the stone tools and weapons which are used by the Homo sapiens. Okay, so in this class we are going to learn how this Homo sapiens they discovered fire and they invent the wheel and pot making process of the Homo sapiens. Okay, so already you have know that this lesson it is a conversation between the Tamilini and his grandma. Okay, so Tamilini asked a grandma to explain her about the discovery and use of fire. Okay, so now her grandma explains Tamilini about the discovery of fire. Okay, so at first humans were afraid of fire and lighting. Probably fire caused by lighting had killed many wild animals. Humans tasted the flesh and killed animals which was soft and tasty. This made humans aware of the effect of fire. So at first the Stone Age people they were afraid of fire and lightning. Okay, but during the fire which was caused in the forest, that fire and lightning it killed many wild animals in the forest. What that Stone Age people they did means they tasted the flesh of the animals which was killed by the fire. Okay, so when they tasted that flesh was very soft and tasty. Okay, so this made the humans aware of the effect of fire and the tasty and the useful of the fire. Okay, then after that they used to flint stone to make fire and used it to protect them from the predators and for cooking and for creating light during night. So how they discover fire? They flint the stone, they rub the two stones, when the two stones are rubbed the fire will create. Okay, so they used this fire for protecting them from predators, that is protecting from them from the wild animals, and they used fire for cooking and lighting. Okay, so thus fire became an important for man in old times. Okay, so then Tamilini she asked her grandma what's next. Okay, so her grandma told her, you will be surprised to know that the next human invention was the wheel. Okay, so this was the first scientific invention of humans using their brain and cognitive skills. That is, this wheel was the first invention of the man by using their brain and his knowledgeable skills. Okay, now let us know about the invention of wheel. The invention of wheel by humans is considered to be the foremost invention. So the humans they first invented the wheel. Okay, when humans saw the stones rolling down from the mountains, probably they would got the idea of making the wheel. So how they got the idea of making the wheel? The humans they used to saw that the stones were rolling down from the mountains. So they got an idea that by using that method they can make a wheel. Okay, so like this only the wheel was first invented. Next one, pot making. Humans learned to make pot with clay. The invention of wheel made pot making easier and the pots made were burnt to make it stronger. They decorated pots with a lot of colors. The color dyes were made from the extracts of roots, leaves or barks. These natural dyes were used in rock paintings. So how they make the pots? After the invention of the wheel, they learned to make the pot by using clay. Okay, so clay you have seen nearby your house. Okay, so the invention of wheel made pot making much easier. By using the wheel the pot was made. Okay, So the invention of wheel made pot making easier, and these pots were burnt to make it stronger. Already you know that in olden days the brick, and now also the bricks were used to burn to make it stronger. Okay, so like that only in older times also they used to burn the pot to make it stronger. After that they decorate the pot by using different colors. So how they got the different colors? They got the color dyes from the extracts of roots, leaves or barks of the plants. So these natural dyes were used in rock paintings also. Okay. Next one, Tamilini, her grandma told, can you identify what is in the picture? You can see the picture. So this is the hunting scene in which men and women are taking part. Okay, so in this picture it is the scene where both the men and women are taking part. Okay, so Tamilini told, yeah, some blurred twigs are seen, some has drawn. Okay, she told that some light colored pictures were seen which was drawn by someone. Okay, so her grandma told her, no, this is our ancestors' handwork. So her grandma told, this is our ancestors' handwork. In fact, it is the first art of humanity. So this is the first art which was made by the humans. So before the use of language, the humans, they expressed their feelings through actions and also recorded it in rock paintings. So in olden days and all, the old men, that is the Homo sapiens, they don't know the speaking language. Okay, so in that cases they expressed their feelings through their actions and also they recorded their feelings in the rock paintings. Okay, so now let us know about the ancient rock paintings. So in India we can see many paintings in India we can see many paintings in rocks and caves. Okay, so the rock paintings give some information about the past. Approximately there were 750 caves in which 500 caves have paintings. Okay, so her grandma told Tamilini that in India there are many paintings are there in the rock caves. Okay, so that rock paintings give some information about the past. Okay, so by seeing the rock paintings we can learn some information about the old Stone Age people. Okay, so approximately there were 750 caves were there in which 500 caves have this rock paintings. Okay, so then there are many undiscovered caves are there. Still now there are some undiscovered caves are there. So the rock paintings depict hunting pictures of the male and female, dancing pictures and pictures of children playing. Okay, so in the caves there will be some rock paintings. In the rock paintings what it would be there? There are some pictures, hunting pictures of both the male and female and the dancing pictures and also the pictures of the children playing. Okay, so after that Tamilini told, oh, we are able to gain some knowledge about the past lifestyle through these paintings. Isn't it, grandma? Like that she asked her grandma. So her grandma told her, you said it rightly, Tamil. So these rock and cave paintings tell us many stories about our ancestors. So after that Tamilini, she told, okay grandma, now tell me how humans reached the next stage. Her grandma replied that there were many dangers involved in hunting. So due to large scale hunting in the mountain areas and in the forest, many animals became extinct. Okay, so her grandma told that there are at the time there are many dangers they involved in hunting activity. So when this old Stone Age people they do the hunting activity in large scale in the mountain areas, many of the animals they came to dangerous. Okay. So non-availability of meat forced the humans to look for fruits and vegetables for food. Okay, because of the large scale hunting, the the quantity of the meat level has decreased. Okay, so there is an need for the humans to look for fruits and vegetables for food. Okay, now Tamilini told, now they would have thought of producing food for themselves. Is it not, grandma? Like that. Okay. Next, let us see about from nomadic to settled life. Before that, the old Homo sapiens, they live in nomadic life. After that only they goes to an settled life. Okay, so the world earliest farmers. Okay, her grandma told her, very well said Tamil, the seed of fruits and the nuts they ate were thrown into the soil. So during rains, the soil gave it life. Some days later, the saplings sprouted from the soil. Okay, so by observation and logic, they learned that a plant grows from a single seed and yield a lot of fruits and vegetables. So how the Homo sapiens, they learned to produce the crops. What they did means, after eating the fruit, they will throw the seeds of that fruit away. Okay, when this seed get water, that is during rain, what it will do, the seeds they sprouted from the soil. Okay, so that at that time, by observation, this old stone man, they know that a plant grow from a single seed and it yields a lot of fruits and vegetables. Then seeds that fall in the river beds, they sprout easily, that is they grow, generate easily. Then plants grow faster in water fed areas. So the plants which had large amount of water, that type of that plants grow fastly. Okay, then alluvial soil is most suitable for plant growth and any other. Okay, we have already know that the most fertile soil is alluvial soil, and this soil is suitable for the growth of plant than the other types of soil. Okay, so by observation, this Homo sapiens, they know this type of activities. Okay, with this above knowledge they gained, and they realized that with the proper showing and nurturing, they could increase the number of plants more than once that grow naturally. Okay, so after gaining this knowledge, this old stone age people, they realized that by proper showing of the seeds, they could increase the number of plants, and they can increase the yield also. Okay, so thus agriculture and farming came into existence. So like this only, agriculture, it came into existence in the earth. Okay, so they domesticated the animals and used them in their farming. Then breeding of animals, you can see some of the pictures here, that is the rock cut pictures. These pictures are located in the caves. Okay, then breeding of animals now became an important part of their life. So breeding means, that is the rearing of animals. Okay, so breeding of animals now became an important part of their life. Then oxen were used for ploughing. Okay, so now also you can see that oxen were used for ploughing the field. Okay, so nowadays, but we are using the modern method of agriculture, we are using tractors for ploughing. Okay, but some people still now they are used oxen for the ploughing. Okay, oxen made the practice of agriculture easier. Then life was becoming organized, and it was when they were hunting. Okay, so before when they used to hunt, their life was not in an organized manner for them, but after they started to do agriculture, their life was in an organized manner. Okay, so it enabled the people to settle down in the place. Okay, in a place. But during hunting and gathering activity, the old stone people, they were wanderers. They used to move from one place to another. Then after that, they practiced agriculture, they settled in a place. So now with the settlement came the problem of utensils and vessels for cooking and storage. Then after that, what the Stone Age people they need? They need some of the utensils and vessels for their cooking activity and to store their grains. Okay, then the potter's wheel and fire solved this problem. By using the potter's wheel, they make some utensils and vessels. Okay, then invention of plough helped the farming practices. Okay, so the invention of plough helped the farming practices. Farming started with the clearing of land and burning the leftover sheaves. They plowed the land, sowed seeds in them, and harvested the produce. What they did? Farming started with the clearing of land. First they cleared the land in the forest, and what they did means they cut over the trees and burned them, and they left over that shrubs in that same place. Okay. After that they plowed the land and sowed some seeds in that field, and after that they harvested the produce. Okay. Once the fertility of the soil decreased, they moved to a new place. Initially, agriculture was done for immediate food requirement. So, the soil consists of only limited fertility. Once the fertility of the soil decreased, the people, the old Stone Age people, they used to move to some new place and they follow the same process. That is, they clear the land and then they sowed the seeds and they settled in that place. Okay. So later when they found out ways to increase production, they started storing the produce. So initially for the immediate food requirement only they showed the seed. Later they found out how to increase the production of seeds. Okay. Then they started storing the produce. Okay. The food products stored were used during the learn harvest period. By their experience they understood that land close to the riverside was suitable for farming, so they decided to stay there permanently. Okay. Then the food products were stored by the people. Then by their experience they came to know that the land which was located nearby the riverside, it is well suited for farming. Why it is well suited for farming? Because the land which is located near the rivers, it consists of alluvial soil. The alluvial soil consists of many mineral contents. Okay. So, and this alluvial soil is best suited for agriculture. So, therefore, they by their experience they realized that the land which was located near the riverside is best suited for farming. So, they decided to stay permanently near the river basins. Now Tamilini, she asked her grandma, how about domestication of animals, grandma? Like that. Okay. So her grandma told that humans thought of ways of better their skills at hunting. They had the better skills at hunting. Okay. They found out that dogs could sniff other animals and chase them away. So humans, they found themselves, that is dog is very useful for them for the hunting activity. So thus dogs became the first animal to be domesticated by humans. So which was the first animal which was domesticated by the humans? Dog. Okay. So this dogs helped the old Stone Age people for the hunting activity. Okay. So after that, following the dogs, they started to domesticate hen, goat and cow. Okay. Then now Tamilini, she asked their grandma, what's next like that? So her grandma told, humans stayed on plains for a long time. So during this period, they have not only learned agriculture, but slowly they developed their skills of handicraft. Okay, she told that. So during this period, they have not only learned the process of agriculture, they also developed their skill of handicraft. Do you know what is meant by handicraft? That is making some things by using our hand. Okay. Then permanent settlement in a place increased the yield of crops. That is the old Stone Age people, they used to settle near the river basins. This had made that place, it is suitable for them to increase the yield of crops. So now they had the grains in excess of what they consumed. That is they had a surplus of grains with them. Okay. So the surplus grains were exchanged with the other groups for the other things they were in need of. So like this only the barter system came to existence. Do you know what is meant by barter system? Barter system means exchange of goods for goods. Barter system means exchanging of goods for goods. So thus trade and commerce developed and the towns and cities were emerged. Okay. So now Tamilini, she asked, thank you grandma, the information you have shared with me is very helpful. and I would share it with my friends at school tomorrow. Her grandma told, very good, congratulations Tamilini, like that. Okay. Students, have you all understood this lesson? Yes. So in this lesson, we have learned about the evolution of humans and the process in which the mankind they changes and it develops into an advanced stage. Okay. So the Homo sapiens they migrated out of East Africa and they settled in different parts of the world. So fire was used by the early human to protect them from the predators, for cooking and for lightning. Then after that they invent the wheel, and it is one of the foremost invention of the early man. Okay. So it made pot making also easier. Then after that they got the knowledge of agriculture and they used to practice agriculture and they settled in a place. Okay. So like this only the humans have developed from one stage to another stage. Have you all understood, students? Okay. So your today's assignment is, in this lesson you are having choose the correct answer, match it, then find out the right pair, fill in the blanks, state true or false and answer in one word. So you have to read this lesson once and you have to answer these 1 mark questions by your own. Okay. Thank you, students. Thank you all.